Welcome everybody, it's Selman, and in this video we are going to be talking about Brock and Gary and exactly what's happening to them inside the storyline right now. So before we actually continue and talk about Brock and Gary and everything, I want to actually just talk about who they are for everybody to have a decent understanding of who they are for the people who don't know. So Brock and Gary, we first heard about them in the map Shangri, and what they were doing, they were two explorers, and their purpose of being inside the map is that they were going there for two goals. There was two goals: to prove the existence of Shangri and find a gateway to Agartha. Though that's where their two goals into going to Shangri. So we know that for a fact because that's what they say inside the radios. But unfortunately, when they actually went to Agartha, they got stuck inside a time loop, and then zombies started chasing them, and they just kept dying over and over and over until at the end of the Shangri Easter egg, our original crew sets them free and they escape. But after that, we don't really know what happens to them or what exactly their real purpose in the storyline even was, because they were just kind of there before. But then we got some more information on them. So earlier in the Black Ops 3 zombie storyline, we got our first word of them that in a very long time, ever since Shangri itself. So what the cipher actually says, I'll read off for you guys right now, and what it says is: urgent telegram. We have received word that the private plane carrying the exploration crew encountered a freak atmospheric event which caused it to crash, killing all on board, including the famous explorers Brock and Gary. This comes weeks after their announcement about the location of Shangri. So I just want to get rid of a misunderstanding what people have with this cipher, because people are kind of confused. I'm not too sure how many people are actually confused by this cipher. Well, misinterpreting is probably the better way to say it, but it's just when the cipher is actually taking place. Is it before they even entered Shangri, or is it after? So a lot of people were confused and they thought this was happening before they even entered Shangri, because what we've been doing inside Black Ops 3, people saw this inside Zetsubou and were thinking, well, we are inside the story right now, just stopping everything from happening. So I guess for some reason what we did along the way, or maybe the plane inside Zetsubou that we shot down, is what we stopped Brock and Gary from ever going to Shangri. So it's pretty interesting to think like that, and I really don't blame anybody for thinking about it like that. And it might be true, but the problem is two things that's actually said inside the cipher is that it says the plane carrying the exploration crew encountered a freak atmospheric event, but that's weird because inside Shangri there was no crew, there was only Brock and Gary. So if it was just talking about before they even went to Shangri, it's because then it should have just been Brock and Gary. They didn't have a crew with them. And then the second thing is that this comes in weeks after their announcements about Shangri, about the location of Shangri. So they already know where Shangri is, and before that they weren't sure if Shangri was the place they were actually at. If you guys listen to the radios from Shangri, so they weren't aware of this. But what I think this is happening, and what's happening is that after the events that our characters did and freed them inside Shangri, they actually went back and wanted to show everybody and prove to everybody that Shangri is there. So they bring a crew with them for they could prove to everybody that yes, this is Shangri. And then I don't believe they actually found a gateway to Agartha, even though I do believe there is a gateway to Agartha in Shangri that we just haven't found, neither our characters or Brock and Gary. But that's probably a different thing. But really, they were just bringing a crew to prove to everybody that this is Shangri, but unfortunately they didn't get to do that and they ended up dying. So another reason I also believe this is the case is because we have a radio in Revelations talking about something similar to this, and it's from this woman we never heard of, and a lot of people like to call her the Call of the Dead lady, but there's a problem with that, and maybe I should clear it up more. I tried to clear that up in my previous video, but I don't think I did a good job at it. But anyways, what this radio says, and I'm not going to play it for you because unfortunately I cannot get my hands on this audio because I don't know where it is in game, and then on top of that I can't find anybody else with this actual audio. So it's kind of weird that nobody actually has this audio, but it is on the Wikia. So I was actually surprised to actually see this my first time. I was like, wait, what's this? I was just so confused. But anyways, let me just summarize it for you. So anyways, there's this unknown woman. She sets up a bear trap and then she just hides in the corner. We're not too sure. Well, she hides somewhere. We're not sure if it's a corner or not. But anyways, Brock and Gary come walking along, and at this point they are also stuck inside this time loop, just like this woman, which is really weird why she's stuck in this time loop too with Brock and Gary. But they actually get killed by stepping on the bear traps she placed, and I'm not too sure if that was her trying to kill them on purpose, or that she just set it up for the zombies and then they went by and she really just didn't feel like telling them, because she says they are super annoying, those people. They're actually they're more annoying than the undead, which is kind of funny. But anyways, they do kill them. So this also proves that the time loop was actually going on, but it is interesting that this unknown woman's around with them. So I'm not too sure what they're going to do with this woman, and say that they could go along and say this is new inside the news story that we're going along. Well, I guess technically it's not a real news story, but inside the story that I guess they've been keeping hidden from us is that she was with Brock and Gary, kind of following him all the way along, and she was also trapped with him, but they weren't actually aware of each other. Well, she was aware of Brock and Gary, but they weren't aware of her. And when Brock and Gary were set free, she was also set free. Or they could say that this is actually new and she wasn't there originally, but now it's happened because of something our characters did, or Monty did, or something like that. But it's really interesting to think about it. So anyways, I just want to make that clear that Brock and Gary seem like they're going to be playing a much more important role now, because we do think that Shangri actually has a gateway to Agartha. We do believe this, and it's kind of weird that that Brock and Gary were killed before they could actually go back and try to find this gateway, because they did find Shangri, but they couldn't prove their main goal, or actually find their main goal to actually find a gateway to Agartha. So I think it's really interesting. Now I plan to make another video similar to this. It's mainly about the child Samantha, that people are just coming up with a weird idea what how she exists and everything, but I'll make a video on that soon, maybe today, maybe, I'm not too sure when. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you guys want to stay tuned for more content similar to this, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you on my next video.